So, in case you guys are not familiar with the topic, there has recently been a high-level whistleblower claiming that the US government is in possession of craft that are not from earthly origin. Now, I watched the interview with him, but in the process of digging even further into this, I found that there's an ongoing 4chan thread with another source who claims to have a similar level of access to these programs and intimate knowledge to secret classified programs relating to the recovery of foreign objects or craft. In this post, this person is claiming that the Bermuda Triangle is where these craft originate. The claim from their studies is that that has been there for much longer than we've been recording history. It can rise to the surface, deploy craft, and also fully submerge. It has weapon systems that are far, far greater and more capable than anything that we have seen. It can vaporize matter, which has apparently happened to some naval vessels that were sent in. There was an aircraft, similar situation. The aircraft was flying toward the location and just disappeared like it never existed. The technology that's in these flying saucers that deploy from this thing, their belief is that they are being driven with gravity propulsion, which would also explain the seemingly erratic and instantaneous moves that these craft can make. Because if you're sitting in a gravity well, just like in Interstellar, where they go down on the planet's surface and they're in a high gravity environment, relative time goes by much more slowly for them. So by the time that they get back to the space station, the person that stayed up in orbit is 20 something years older. Meanwhile, it's only been a few minutes for them. Because gravity and acceleration are treated as the same force, either going very fast, approaching the speed of light, or being in a very dense gravity environment will produce the same effect. The slowing of time for you. So you could be sitting in this craft, and from our perspective, it moves 10 miles in a second. Well, there's no way we could survive, a biological entity could survive piloting a craft like that. First of all, they're claiming that a lot of these are drones, so there aren't pilots in the capsule. But they also, if they are sitting in that gravity environment, then time passes normally for you, and so do the forces. So for them, that's a 10-minute trip, or 1 minute, whatever. But for us, it seems instantaneous, only because of the principles of relativity. So if this is all true, and this Congressional Oversight Committee really is able to dig more information out of this, and it becomes released, which is, I mean, what are the odds that they're gonna tell us the truth? Probably 0% chance that they're gonna tell us the truth. But even if it's just hearsay like it's always been, but this ties in perfectly to the history of the Bermuda Triangle, with all these disappearances, the mysterious compass phenomenon that's been observed down there, where you lose magnetic north, electronics go haywire. Vessels have been sunk. The back of a vessel was broken, and I watched a breakdown of this. And the most likely way to break the back of a vessel like this would be to release a giant air bubble from below. You create that air pocket in the middle of the vessel, it loses complete support, and the middle of the vessel just collapses and folds into the water and sinks. So, all this stuff could be related. I am absolutely fascinated to find out if we get any more information out of the government or whistleblowers or more people come forward. But you know, between this and AI happening all at once, I don't even know what is the world going to look like here very shortly. You know, pretty crazy. Anyway, if anything else comes out, I'm going to be on here talking about it. Catch you guys later.